The Feast of Rahmat, mercy. Unlock, O people, the gates of the hearts of men with the keys of the remembrance of him who is the remembrance of God and the source of wisdom amongst you. He hath chosen out of the whole world the hearts of his servants, and made them each a seat for the revelation of his glory. Wherefore sanctify them from every defilement, that the things for which they were created may be engraven upon them. This indeed is a token of God's bountiful favor. Beautify your tongues, O people, with truthfulness, and adorn your souls with the ornament of honesty. Beware, O people, that ye deal not treacherously with anyone. Be ye the trustees of God amongst his creatures, and the emblems of his generosity amidst his people. They that follow their lusts and corrupt inclinations have erred and dissipated their efforts. They indeed are of the lost. Strive, O people, that your eyes may be directed toward the mercy of God, that your hearts may be attuned to his wondrous remembrance, that your souls may rest confidently upon his grace and bounty, that your feet may tread the path of his good pleasure. Such are the counsels which I bequeath unto you. Would that ye might follow my counsels. Baha'u'llah. O Son of Man, my calamity is my providence. Outwardly it is fire and vengeance, but inwardly it is light and mercy. Hasten thereunto, that thou mayest become an eternal light and an immortal spirit. This is my command unto thee. Do thou observe it. Baha'u'llah. O ye peoples of the world, know assuredly that my commandments are the lamps of my loving providence among my servants, and the keys of my mercy for my creatures. Thus hath it been sent down from the heaven of the will of your Lord, the Lord of revelation. Were any man to taste the sweetness of the words which the lips of the All-Merciful have willed to utter, he would, though the treasures of the earth be in his possession, renounce them one and all, that he might vindicate the truth of even one of his commandments, shining above the dayspring of his bountiful care and loving kindness. Baha'u'llah. Although in the past all the great spiritual teachers have arisen in the East, there are still many men there who are quite devoid of spirituality. With regard to the things of the Spirit, they are as lifeless as a stone, nor do they wish to be otherwise, for they consider that man is only a higher form of animal, and that the things of God concern him not. But man's ambition should soar above this. He should ever look higher than himself, ever upward and onward, until, through the mercy of God, he may come to the kingdom of heaven. Again, there are men whose eyes are only open to physical progress and to the evolution in the world of matter. These men prefer to study the resemblance between their own physical body and that of the ape, rather than to contemplate the glorious affiliation between their spirit and that of God. This is indeed strange, for it is only physically that man resembles the lower creation. With regard to his intellect, he is totally unlike it. Abdu'l-Baha. Consider the mercy of God in his gifts. He enjoineth upon you that which shall profit you, though he himself can well dispense with all creatures. Your evil doings can never harm us, neither can your good works profit us. We summon you wholly for the sake of God. To this every man of understanding and insight will testify. Baha'u'llah. Praise be to God. You have heard the call of the kingdom. Your eyes are opened. You have turned to God. Your purpose is the good pleasure of God, the understanding of the mysteries of the heart, and investigation of the realities. Day and night you must strive that you may attain to the significances of the heavenly kingdom, perceive the signs of divinity, acquire certainty of knowledge, and realize that this world has a creator, a vivifier, a provider, an architect. Knowing this through proofs and evidences and not susceptibilities, nay, rather through decisive arguments and real vision. That is to say, visualizing it as clearly as the outer eye beholds the sun. In this way, you behold the presence of God and attain to the knowledge of the holy, divine manifestations. You must come into the knowledge of the divine manifestations and their T-sheets through proofs and evidences. You must unseal the mysteries of the supreme kingdom and become capable of discovering the inner realities of things. Then shall you be the manifestations of the mercy of God in true believers, firm and steadfast in the cause of God. Abdu'l-Baha. As to the subject of babes and infants and weak ones who are afflicted by the hands of oppressors, this contains great wisdom, and this subject is of paramount importance. In brief, for those souls there is a recompense in another world, and many details are connected with this matter. For those souls that suffering is the greatest mercy of God. Verily, that mercy of the Lord is far better and preferable to all the comfort of this world and the growth and development of this place of mortality. If it be the will of God, when thou shalt be present, this will be explained in detail by word of mouth. Abdu'l-Baha. Remember not your own limitations. The help of God will come to you. Forget yourself. God's help will surely come. When you call on the mercy of God waiting to reinforce you, your strength will be tenfold. Look at me. I am so feeble, yet I have had the strength given me to come amongst you, a poor servant of God, who has been enabled to give you this message. I shall not be with you long. One must never consider one's own feebleness. It is the strength of the Holy Spirit of love which gives the power to teach. The thought of our own weakness could only bring despair. We must look higher than all earthly thoughts, detach ourselves from every material idea, crave for the things of the Spirit, fix our eyes on the everlasting, bountiful mercy of the Almighty, who will fill our souls with the gladness of joyful service to His command. Love one another. Abdu'l-Baha. O ye people, do ye flee from the mercy of God after it has been encompassed the existent things created between the heavens and earth? Beware, lest ye prefer your own selves before the mercy of God, and deprive not yourselves thereof. Verily, whosoever turneth away therefrom will be in great loss. Verily, mercy is like unto verses which have descended from the one heaven, and from them the monotheists drink the choice wine of life, whilst the polytheists drink from the fiery water. And when the verses of God are read unto them, the fire of hatred is enkindled within their breasts. Thus have they preferred their own selves before the mercy of God, and are of those who are heedless. Enter, O people, beneath the shelter of the word. Then drink therefrom the choice wine of insignificances and utterances, for therein is hidden the author of the glorious one, and it hath appeared from the horizon of the will of your Lord, the merciful, with wonderful lights. Baha'u'llah.